There we go.
What's good? It's Dynasty Bro Avo. And I'm here with Dynasty Bro Dot and Dynasty Bro Fit. And we the bros.
Dynasty Bro.
Yeah.
Who we is, we the bros, #1 fantasy show. We don't talk too fast, we just finding out that y'all listen slow. Green light, we on go. When the shit is all we know. If you ain't trying to be a champion, then what you playing for?
I hate
Who we
Vic.
is, we the bros, #1 fantasy show. We don't talk too fast, we just finding out that y'all listen slow. Green light, we on go. When the shit is all we know. If you ain't trying to be a champion, then what
I
you
hate
playing
him.
for?
Yeah. What's good? What's good? It's your boy DJ Avo, and this is the Dynasty Bros Fantasy Football Podcast, episode 139. Let's go.
I hate Vic, man. He's just throwing off everything, bro. This listening to music gonna be awkward if this is how you gonna be acting.
Cause I had the hibachi.
Yeah, they
green
can't
light,
even
we on
vibe out.
go.
You just gotta find something to do. All right, look, I ain't gonna bob my head. I'm gonna find something to do. Whatever. What's good, Brodies and Bays? This is the Dynasty Bros Fantasy Football Podcast, episode 129. This is where you come for your fantasy football needs and to chop it up about the latest NFL news. I am Dynasty Bro Dot here with my co-bro.
Got Dynasty Bro Vic here with our DJ.
Come on, DJ Avo, what's good?
What's good? And welcome back, good people. Week 2 is in the books. Man, we've been having to thug out with these weeks, man. These injuries popped up last minute, man. It was a rough week 2, man.
Bruh. I'm just happy y'all caught them this time. Shout out to my notifications.
Rough week 2. But we survived. Pay attention to us. We're gonna keep showing you how to dominate your league. Dynasty Bro Style. We have the Madden versus Redraft episode. And I'm excited, man. This is always fun whenever the new Madden drop. Vic is our Madden player. You got anybody that want that smoke? What you got to say about that, Vic?
PSN Dynasty Bro Vic. Or is it Chiefs OSFL?
Oh,
I don't even remember
man.
my PSN right now.
It don't matter, but he gonna whoop your ass.
You
That's
acting
it.
like me right now, but it's cool. We still getting them dubs.
Yeah, man. Either way,
Either way.
send the invite. PS5.
Yeah, that's how we doing it, man. That's how we doing it. So man, I'm excited, man. Let's I said Madden versus Redraft. We got our DFS stuff that we doing. And
Added a whole
man.
nother number, man.
I'm fixing it, man. Come on, bro. Don't do me like that, bro. You see me fixing it while I'm
yeah,
talking,
man.
bro.
Get it right.
Bro, whatever. Y'all, first of all, after I add it, I'm still in the lead, so it don't even matter.
Not for long, bro.
Bro, you started off 2-0 last year, so if this is anything like last year, I'm not worried about it.
It ain't. But we're gonna touch on it. We're gonna talk about it. So when the time's right, man.
I ain't worried about it, little fella. All right, man. Let's get to it. Now, we got the damn. What did I just do again? There we go. That look better.
For now,
That look better.
we rocking with it.
All right, man. I like the way Dot's still leading. All right, yeah, man. We're gonna get into it. We got some B team players of the week. And we get to check in with the Brodies again, see what everybody Brodies did. Got a few injuries. And got the hood TMZ with Dynasty Bro Vic, man. So I'm ready with what's the word. You squared away before we move into it.
I'm good. I'm ready.
You got all your news.
All my news, man. It's gonna flow.
You got your sources cited.
Most of them.
No plagiarism, bro.
Yeah, most of them.
Can you get sued for plagiarism on a podcast?
I don't know.
Can we not find out?
Man, I thought you said it's good if we get sued.
I'm looking forward to it.
Hood TMZ with Dynasty Bro Vic.
They were saying TMZ. they probably gonna come out.
Fuck them.
It is what it is. All right, man. Let's jump right into it. I always got to give y'all some Jackson State news wherever I can, man.
Hell yeah.
Shout out to HBCU Game Day, man. Jackson State freshman Travis Hunter has signed a NIL deal with Michael Strahan's brand. So Michael Strahan has the big suit brand. So yeah, man. Travis gonna be out there looking fresh, man.
I ain't gonna lie, man. With how big of a name he got, he should be having way more deals anyway, bro.
Oh, they're coming. I mean,
Yeah.
this is like I think that's like his second deal.
Yeah, he gonna get some big ones, bro.
Yeah, but that's still pretty huge though. Just give him, he's plugged alongside a former NFL. Is he a Hall of Famer? I think he is.
Yeah,
Strahan?
bro.
Yeah, Hall of
Strahan.
Famer. So he has a nice brand.
Big gaps.
All right, man. Let's keep it pushing and have some more Jackson State news.
Wild and free.
So if you guys don't know, Coach Prime actually honored Young Dolph, and he hosted his family recently at a game, and Coach Prime was presented with the PRE.
Oh man,
Paper Route Empire ring. So does that make
That's
him?
hard.
Does that make him part of the label?
Yeah, bro. He part of the label
Part of the
officially.
squad.
Man.
Okay. So
That's
yeah,
kind of tight.
yeah, man. So again, rest in peace to young Dolph, and shout out to Coach Prime hosting his family, and shout out to Key Glock, man. He actually presented Coach with the ring, man, and gave him a little pep talk too, man, which was cool. So that's dope, right? Like just seeing.
Yeah,
That's the beauty of being a part of the culture and of the culture. You know what I'm saying?
Still just keeping that PRE shit alive is fire, bro.
Yeah,
That's
is.
important.
It just goes to show the type of brand and vision Dolph had, man, for it to continue to branch out and grow. So, all right, man, let's keep it pushing here. So, shout out to Raiders Wire, Devontae Adams. He becomes the brand ambassador for MGM Resorts. So, if you guys don't know, basically out in Vegas, this is the Bellagio, Mandalay Bay, MGM Grand. That's like some of the more known hotels on the Las Vegas Strip.
That's fire.
And Devontae Adams also has a Taco Bell deal as well. So,
damn.
So it's kind of interesting just because, looking at gambling and fantasy sports, like at first NFL kind of wasn't with the sports betting and all that stuff.
Yeah,
And now
they're embracing it.
Yes. So they moved the whole franchise there.
Brought them more money.
Yeah. Yeah.
They have to embrace that shit though. Like Avo just said, it's so big and it's involved, bro. It's kind of like, the country, like, all right, let's start making weed legal so we can sell it.
Right.
It's like, come on, bro. It don't even make sense.
But even on top of that, if you're giving Mahomes $500 million contracts, you need another revenue stream. So
Facts.
Sports betting, it's another lane. All right, let's keep it pushing. Tom Brady is taking every Wednesday off. Did you guys see that? He will not be in the building on Wednesdays.
What are they gonna do? Wild out?
It's taking, I guess, spend more time with the family, work-life balance.
Wild out Wednesday?
Maybe.
Wing Wednesdays?
Man, Tom Brady's definitely done after this season, though. What y'all think?
Yeah, bro. It ain't going the way he wants to. That old line, his weapons, unless something happens mid-season and everybody come back healthy and it's clicking. He ain't signed up for this shit. I'll tell you that.
You think him and Gronk been talking?
Hell yeah, Gronk. He got Gronk on the phone begging him, like, bro, right now. I know it's supposed to be later in the season, but right now, bro,
that's
really
a good point.
use you.
That's a good point. It is too early to make the Gronk, back call or whatever.
Of course, they going to go get Gronk. That's why he's not entertaining any of his tight ends right now. He don't want them to feel like they got a real pass rolling into the playoffs. Nah, nigga, Gronk will be back in a minute. He's just a placeholder.
All right, man.
Go pick your Gronk up off waiver wires.
Shout out to the NFL account on Facebook. They actually posted a cool image. Lamar Jackson now holds the NFL record for most 100-yard rushing games by a QB at 11. He just surpassed Michael Vick. That's a clean image.
Facts. That's fine. You gonna show the people?
That's super fire.
You gonna show the people?
Ooh, they can see that almost.
Yeah. Clean image, man. So shout out to Lamar, man. Cut the check,
Vic, man.
Jackson. Lamar cut the check, Jackson. All right, let's keep it pushing. We're almost done with the news. The Los Angeles Chargers doctor is being sued by former Chargers QB Tyrod Taylor, who is seeking at least $5 million after suffering a punctured lung while being treated for a rib injury in 2020. So
we talked about this a little bit.
We did, man.
I don't know if I want to say what I said.
What you say, man?
I don't know if I want to put that on the pod now, man.
I don't even remember what you said, so now you got to say it.
All right, so did you hear what he just said, Ava?
Yeah.
I said he's suing them because I'm not saying they did it on purpose, but that was his job, bro. He lost his job because they got him re-injured.
Yep.
As soon as he got hurt, it was Justin Herbert's job in that moment. Remember, everybody was like, why aren't you playing Justin Herbert? They was like, nah, we're going to play Tyrod. He's our guy. That little small fuck up made him lose his whole career down there.
A little bit sooner.
So he's just suing the doctor, not the team?
It's the same thing.
Oh, okay.
Team doctor.
And of course, we just saw Herbert go down with a lung injury on Thursday. So Tyrod's probably watching the game like, oh, you know what? Yeah, you just reminded me. Let me pop this lawsuit off.
Yeah.
That's kind of how I looked at it.
I'm gonna get my money.
Yeah. All right, man. That's all I got for what's the word. You guys want to add anything else
money
before
on
we get
me.
into these injuries and flag on the plays?
Throwing this in real random, man. I think I'd have loved to play for Coach Dion.
Hell yeah, bro. Look fun.
Something about it. I'm sure he pushes his guys hard, but
Coach Dion,
something about that, just like
Coach Dion
like
and Tomlin.
Legit. I think I would really love to have played for them.
And Dungy.
Tomlin
sure.
brought everybody black forces, so you know they was
I
on
saw
demon
that.
time.
They
I
on
saw
they on
that.
a different
No,
time.
they was on demon time that day.
Yeah. All right, man. Let's get into these injuries, and then we'll get into the flags, and then Brody's of the week. So I'll start with the injuries, man. Justin Herbert, like I mentioned, he actually basically fractured his rib cartilage on Thursday night, and he stayed in the game. I think he only missed like 1 or 2 plays, but ball threw some darts on 4th and 1, like a ball downfield, like nuts.
Shout out to him and Post Malone, who fractured his ribs and came out to finish the concert. Yeah, both of those things just happened.
That's tough.
That's real, bro.
Damn.
Sorry, I know that was. I don't know. My bad.
It was a good random.
Yeah, it's a good random. All right, let's keep it pushing. Trey Lance, he actually broke his ankle, man. So, yeah, he actually had a fibular fracture and a ligament disruption, and he actually had surgery today at Stanford Hospital. So, again, he's out for the season, but we wish him a speedy recovery, man. What are your thoughts on Trey Lance? Because I know week prior there was the strip club news, and now he's out with the ankle injury, man. So,
my honest opinion on it is he'll up soon. I think Jimmy's going to go out there and lead that team further than they were going to go with Trey Lance. And, you know, every once in a while, I feel like as a grown man, you should be able to just take the pot to the face, swallow your pride and say, man, look, we invested this capital. We thought this was going to be the guy, but this is the guy that gives us the best chance. And they might have to roll into next year and just be okay with that. Know that Trey Lance is on a rookie deal, so it's not like you have to pay him anything right now. And honestly, give it some more time. I don't think week 1 next year Trey Lance is their starter. I kind of still think it might be Garoppolo, bro.
Yeah.
So what happened in the strip club?
Nah, just the previous week, they just saw.
Because he was out there.
Yeah, Trey Lance, images of him in a strip club. You know, basically they were just saying, "Look, you're coming off a loss."
Oh, I got you.
And then you out here partying.
Nah,
you know
he just
what I mean?
want some wings, man. Damn.
Nah, he actually had a roll in his hand. So
vagina wings.
Yeah, getting it in. But
can we say vagina on the podcast?
Yeah, we can.
We can now.
But but at the end of the day, they were just concerned like this is supposed to be the face of our franchise and future QB, and he's out here. So I mean, what you expect? You give a young kid millions of dollars.
Hey.
Trying to send some ladies to school.
Hey, I hate to bring this back, but vagina wings sound wild. Saying that shit sound,
I think they got that at B-Dub.
I have no clue, but that sounds crazy. My bad for even saying that, bro.
I think they come with ranch.
I don't know, but yeah, hey, he'll up soon, man, and yeah, bro, Garoppolo about to get like, he at least gonna get 10 wins in that offense, bro. At least 10 wins, bro.
We definitely need to watch how they move because we talked about it too. Like with the Arizona Cardinals situation, they messed up. They fumbled the Josh Rosen play, and they came back with a Kyler. So same thing. And then look at the Giants; they're still hanging on to Daniel Jones. Like just look, cut your losses early,
bro. If he get 11 more wins, he'll win himself into $3 million, bro.
You know you're gonna do it.
Hell yeah,
that's fire.
All right, let's keep pushing on the injury, something to monitor. So, of course, Michael Pittman Jr. did not play this past week against Jacksonville, and clearly we need him out there on the field. So, he's dealing with the quad injury, but there's a chance he'll play this week. We got Kansas City, man. So, if I had to bet, put a wager down, we're going to see some Michael Pittman.
He's going to try to make it out there. He's going to try to make it. He's better.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, another injury we're monitoring Keenan Allen. He missed a Thursday night game on a short week with the hamstring, so hopefully he's back in action week 3 against Jacksonville. Hope he fucks him up on our behalf because we can't get it done.
We're gonna talk about that at some point.
All right. Any other injuries you guys want to
talk? Make sure you pay attention to James Conner, man. He went out with some kind of ankle injury. You know that was always his issue. He always had them minor ankle injuries, man. And like I said, the only reason I bring it up is because that offense is so fluid. If he's going to be out, man, you find the next guy up.
All right, bros.
You already talked about Kamara. I'm ready to fight this.
Oh, no. How the hell I missed the Kamara injury?
I'm ready to fight it.
Because that literally happened so last minute, too.
Yeah, and the Gabe Davis. So let's talk about Alvin Kamara and Gabe.
They said Alvin is struggling with some rib.
I think cartilage
rib
as well.
Surgery. Yeah, not surgery, just injury. So, but it looked like up until last minute he was going to play. So hopefully that's one of those things where he set out 1 week and they need Kamara too. They couldn't get any easy offense going without him. So just know when he come back, he's going to be a necessity, man. They're gonna go back to the table and be like, look, we need to dink and dunk to Kamara because it helps keep the ball out of Jameis, help him from trying to go downfield so much. Make the easy play. That's what Drew Brees did. That's why he was accurate and he had a great deep ball, but he was always so high in with the percentages of his completions because he's just throwing it to Kamara so much. So yeah, they got to get back to that.
I'm glad you mentioned that because I actually had some Olave on my bench this week, and I was like, man, 13 targets. I need to put him in my lineup, but that's why he had 13 targets, no Kamara. So yeah, I would tread lightly on the Olave play. But let's also talk about Gabe Davis, man. Messed up his ankle, man. And you know the Gabe stands out there. Like, look, 2 of those touchdowns Stephon had was for Dave.
Yeah,
but Stephon is a fucking baller.
Yeah, he's that dude.
He's a baller, man. Shout out to Stephon.
He's him.
Yeah.
It's him.
Hey, we actually won a matchup this week. No QB because we only had Dak. Dak's out. And we got Matt Corral and Case Keenum. So, of course, I played Keenum just in case something was happening to Josh Allen. But at the end of the day, we didn't need him, bro. We literally pulled off a super flex dub because we had the Cup and Diggs.
We them niggas, bro.
Yeah, and that's the league we won a championship in with 1 QB. So super flex, all good. All right, there's something else. Is that it?
Yeah, injury wise.
Suspension. It's kind of
man,
Mike Evans.
Okay, yeah, Mike Evans.
Yeah.
Bro, but you're supposed to defend Tom Brady. You're supposed to defend your quarterback in general. But you know him and Marshawn Lattimore always got.
They've been going at it.
It's supposed to be somebody else that defends him now.
Well, he don't have no lineman to defend them, so that's the first part.
all the first string linemen injured, so it's just Mike Evans. They can't risk a lineman, but you know, hopefully they could get Godwin, Russell Gage, and Julio back next week. But yeah, but you know. Evans wanted to do that. Well, they should box, bro. They should do a celebrity boxing match off season, bro. They do not like each other.
Evans is a hothead kind of guy.
Bro, I watched him his rookie year, bro. I still remember I drafted him. That was my first Dynasty League. That was my first ever rookie draft. I drafted him. That's why I like Mike Evans so much. His rookie year, bro, he went to the club and beat up 3 bouncers outside the club. 3 bouncers, bro. He was jumping over cars and everything. Beating ass, bro. Nothing ever happened. All he been doing is having 1,000-yard seasons since that ass whooping.
And he played with Johnny Manziel in college, so it makes sense.
Yeah, bro. You know that them niggas was going like this.
Yeah.
So
they been getting money. That was the pre-Neil deals.
Yeah, before the NIL.
That was the under the table Neil deals.
Yeah.
All right, man. Let's keep pushing, man. Flag on the plays. I got a flag, but before I get into my flag, you guys got flags?
Is your flag going to one Brett Favre?
Yeah.
Okay, well, then I'm going to give another flag because we need to talk about this. And I don't know when we're going to talk about it. Bro, what the fuck is going on with the Colts, man? Coaching staff, Matt Ryan, the offensive coordinator, them not wanting to just run JT to start the games off early because this was, I thought they would have learned from last week when they finally got JT rolling. He was rolling.
Right.
It seemed like this week they wanted to start the game off by throwing it. Fuck getting Matt Ryan like high.
Going.
He don't need to. You got JT.
Right.
So from you being the biggest Colts fan, break down what's going on because these are 2 horrible losses, bro.
All right, I'll be honest. Like when we first had Rivers, I was like, okay, maybe it's a Rivers thing. And then we had Wentz. Okay, it's a Wentz thing. Now I'm ready to pull off the Scooby-Doo cape. And look, we got to get Coach out of here, man. It's a coach. It's a head coach issue, man. So to only run the ball 9 times with a guy who finished number 5 on the top 100 player list, who's elite, voted by his peers, you're only giving him 9 carries. That's a problem. And we know Colts, we have a dominant O-line, dominant running back. We need to run the ball. Like he should have 9 carries in the first quarter.
Facts, bro.
So I don't know what we're doing, but I think Coach is on the hot seat, man, and we need to go a different direction. So that's kind of where I'm at with it. I don't think it's a front office thing. I literally think it's we keep giving our head coach so many chances and he keeps fucking it up. It is what it is. Get him out of here.
All right, fact. Yeah, that was my flag, but we can move on.
Hey, boy, you got a flag?
No, I'm just going to add to that with the Colts. I had this old lady ask me today, where was the Colts at this weekend? Because they certainly weren't on the field. I just started cracking up, man. So everybody feels the way y'all feel about the Colts right now.
Yeah, man. Hopefully we are turning around and we got these Chiefs week 3. And that's the thing. The Colts, like, will beat the teams we're not supposed to beat. You know what I mean? Like, we'll show up and dominate the Bills and all this other shit, but then we'll lose to Jacksonville. And
nah, bro, they about to get smacked.
I know, but I'm just saying, but usually though, but that's the dynamic of our team.
I get what you're saying.
We rise to the occasion against the elite teams, and but we play down to the teams we should be stomping. So,
Facts.
but all good. All right, let's keep pushing, man. So shout out to Bleacher Report. This actually came out last week, but we're gonna talk about it.
We got to. This is sickening, bro.
Flag on the play, Brett Favre. So basically, Brett Favre and a former Mississippi governor, Phil Bryant, diverted at least $5 million of the state's welfare funds to construct a new volleyball arena for the University of Southern Mississippi. Favre's daughter used to play for that team. So flag on the play, Brett Favre, and the jokes was flying, and they're calling Brett Favre a welfare queen, all this other good stuff, man. But how do you feel about that, man?
Bro, that is sickening. You taking from the people who need the most help.
Yeah.
In one of the, states that is like the poorest.
Yeah, economically.
Yeah.
Like, I think they're either last or second to
They
last.
are. They last.
Okay.
To be specific. And just, I don't know, man. I just feel like since it was blasted, honestly, I feel like this needs more like national recognition, not just minor sports center recognition, bro. That is trifling, bro. That's the, how greedy these wealthy people get.
Right.
Like, to get these funds that you probably made in your first contract, trying to steal them out from people that need it is trifling, bro. Shows the type of person he really is, bro.
Yeah, real selfish, and also given the water crisis that they're dealing with, they could definitely use $5 million right now and more. So yeah, our thoughts are still with people of Mississippi dealing with the water crisis issue, and really, we're at a point where we just need to audit all the water systems across the country because,
facts.
I mean, you can't just have Flint pop up and then Mississippi pop up. I mean, clearly there's a issue.
Facts.
You know what I mean? If these things were established hundreds of years ago,
true that.
It's time to audit the quality in the system.
That.
My nigga talking facts over here.
All right, that's all I got for flags. Any more flags before we get into the Brodies of the week?
Nah, man. Let's get
No.
into the Brodies of the week. I didn't ask you who your Brody is, so I hope we don't have the same Brody.
I think we do. We'll see.
All right, you go first. Because if we got the same Brody, then I'm going to switch mine out.
All right, man. My Brody of the week, B Team Player of the Week, a guy that
This some bullshit.
was on the sideline.
This
but
some bullshit.
He stepped in and delivered when his team needed him. Let's go to San Francisco, man. Jimmy Garoppolo. Starting QB Trey Lance went down with a season-ending ankle injury. Jimmy G stepped in, completed 13 passes on 21 attempts, 154 yards and a touchdown. He also had a touchdown on the ground. Led the 49ers to the first victory this season. So my Brody of the week this week, Jimmy G, the guy that's overlooked, the guy that, yeah, man, that offense looks way better. Debo back up.
Yeah, bro.
Ayuk is back up.
Go get your Kittle
Everybody
right now
back up.
before Kittle come back and have a 50-point game.
Yeah, and also here's another cool thing. I got shout out NFL Fox because this is where I screenshotted it. But Jimmy G, if he plays at least 25% of the snaps, he earns $250K per game.
Yeah.
And if the 49ers win the game, he earns another $100K.
So he gonna win 10. So that's 3.5 right there.
Yeah. So yeah, based on that, man, like even coming off week 3, he already won $350K extra in bonuses. So
if he went 13 games, that's a 4-piece.
Yeah.
My nigga, they gonna win double-digit games, bro. That team is that good.
It makes sense. Again, like they're a win-now team. Like hell, that was a game away from the Super Bowl. So
they've been win now for years. This is just like I said, swallow your pride and just play the best guy.
Right.
And you see how happy some of those guys were doing his touchdown passes, bro. A lot of those locker room guys probably wanted Garoppolo to play.
Yeah.
My B Team Player of the Week is a guy who started last week but didn't get any involvement. Mr. Isaiah Likely, bro. He had his first catches, man. He was 4 catches for 43 yards, man. So tight end, Baltimore Ravens. Everybody was kind of raving over. You get that raving over during the offseason, man. They're going to need him to be involved because you don't have a ton of pass catchers. So like to see him and getting him learning behind Mark Andrews, I think is going to be real fire. Yeah. But they can run 2 tight end sets. So I like to see that. A guy that everybody loved right before the season started, man. So shout out to him. 4 catches, 43 yards.
Fire. Avo, you got a Brody of the week?
I do not.
Okay. All good. Let's check in on our Brodies for the year. So I'm going to start with mine, Gabe Davis. He actually missed week 2 with an ankle injury, but it's all good. Hopefully he bounces back. No, that injury actually rolled in kind of late, man. So
It did, man. It was questionable. Everybody didn't know if he was gonna play or not. He ended up not playing last minute.
yeah,
All right, we can talk about my guy, man. He has 6 catches, which is pretty fire. 68 yards, but he had 11 targets. So, talking about Hollywood Brown, that's good. We finally got him in double-digit targets, and he literally got taken down like at the 2-yard line on one of his catches, man. And if he was, like I said, 2 yards away, man, that would have been a touchdown. On top of that, that would have took him to about 18, 19 points.
Yeah.
Look, he haven't had the boom game. This is the first time over 10 targets, but 14 points week 1, 12. It's not killing you, but you should expect more. The offense is going to start flowing and clicking. He's going to start finding that bond with Kyler, and maybe it'll look even better and free him up when Hopkins come back, because right now he's the number 1 option, and they're just kind of focusing the attention his way.
Yeah, even open them up even more when Rondell comes back too.
All of that.
It looks like Dortch is playing that Rondell type role right now.
Yeah.
But Kyler is definitely trying to get Hollywood the ball, especially in the red zone. So it's a good sign. And
Facts.
It's only week 2, so that's fire. DJ Avo, man. Devontae Adams.
I was gonna ask y'all what the hell happened, man.
So he actually
had like a few targets. Targets was low. I was like, yo, is Arizona coverage that good?
Arizona has some of the worst defensive backs
outside of Buda Baker.
Yeah, and I thought they were going to just throw the ball all over the field. I told you what it is, man. They want this to be a Derek Carr season so bad that they're just not running the ball. To let you know, Arizona had to come back. Like, Las Vegas, I was about to say Oakland. The Raiders were up. They could have just tried to start running the ball, get rid of clock, find some kind of rhythm. They just kept trying to make it the Derek Carr show, which was, I don't know, it was just stupid on their end, to be honest.
This shit just looked terrible.
They're not establishing the run at all.
He had 12 receiving yards, man. Found the end zone.
Had a touchdown early, 1 yard touchdown.
2 catches on 7 targets, but he still hit the end zone. So,
come on, man.
And I got to talk about that Kyler 2-point conversion where he had all the time in the world, bro.
Yeah,
all the time.
That scramble was crazy.
All the time.
Big facts. All right.
DFS, and then we get into the top performers.
Yeah, I never switched to the.
It's all good.
Dang, bro.
Hey, I think we should start talking about who we played just to give people some insights. I ain't saying, we ain't got to spend a lot of time, but roster construction on the DFS. That way people just kind of know how we.
Yeah, I'm with that.
All right, man. Let's get into this DFS update, man. Avo, I know you see that, man.
Okay.
So, for the people out there, if you want a reminder, when we started the season, Dot was up 6-4. Season has started, and Dot hasn't moved.
I hear you talking that shit.
He hasn't moved.
Why he's over here bragging when the season started, it wasn't 6-4, it was 3-6.
Was it?
Yeah.
I thought it was 6-4. No, you're right. 3-6. Okay.
3-6. Made your brag stupid.
Mafia. All right.
Your brag sounds stupid in the mud. Mind you, since he want to sound all,
yeah,
Vic started last season 2-0.
Little snags.
And then got 1 win to my 6 going forward for the rest of them weeks. So, yeah, man, if he feeling spicy over there, I'm gonna let him have it. But go on, Brett. Go ahead and talk. How about you just talk your winning lineup? That's what we'll do. We'll just talk the winning lineup.
All right. I'm gonna talk my lineup, and of course, me and Dot always have at least 2 of the same players or defenses, whatever. But I ran Stafford, Barkley, Carter, Cup, Jefferson, Dortch, your Brody's last week.
Yeah, he played Dortch because of you, Avo.
Tanyan and Granson and Bengals. So originally I had Barkley and Swift, but I was like, man, if I did that, I was going to run Matt Ryan. So I dodged the bullet because he didn't do shit. So I pivoted Michael Carter, which was solid. And then, of course, Cup and JJ studs, but JJ was held in check last night. But I thought Granson would be a nice play, just given no Pittman, no Pierce.
I had the better coach play.
Yeah. And then I went with the Bengals defense because I figured playing Dallas and Cooper Rush. So that's that.
Avo, I was for sure that I was winning, bro. You want to know what my 3 receivers were?
Who were they?
Devontae Adams.
Ooh.
Justin Jefferson.
Ooh.
Jamar Chase.
Dang.
Took an L. None of them did nothing, bro.
Nobody played well.
I don't know how you pulled that off. 3.
Matter of fact, the rest of my team played good. My receivers just played. Nah, Jameis I literally even honestly, if I would have played Jared Goff, I still would have took an L. But I had every quarterback in except for Jameis, and then I let ESPN turn me into Jameis because I had Jared Goff, Carson Wentz, and Trevor Lawrence all in. They all outscored them. But yeah, man, we talk about it all the time, man. Go with your gut. You know, fucking, I had ESPN on before I left out the hotel room. That's all it was, bro.
That's the thing with DFS. That one little extra tweak can derail everything. But I will say, here's the difference with me this year, though. I used to just set my lineup early and just kind of leave it.
Nah, you gotta go tweak.
Yeah. Well, you gotta know when and where to tweak.
Yeah. And
then you can also over tweak and then fuck it up. So it's fun every week, man. But I'm having fun with it.
Yeah, good shit, bro.
Good shit. Right on. You too, man. You too. Because your stack was crazy. All right, let's talk about top performers, man. Before we get into the main segment.
All right.
Redraft, man. So Lamar Jackson, man, look. Balled out against Miami. It was a shootout. His defense needed to help him out, but Lamar, he did his thing, man. So he had 318 passing yards, 3 passing TDs. Bruh, he did damage on the ground, 119 rushing yards, and a TD.
79-yard rushing touchdown was nuts, bro.
He looked good, man, just like zigzagging through traffic, man, like how we do on 465, bro. The way that's just what he was, that's what he was on. But 41 fantasy points, man.
He was the number one performer?
Number one performer from the QB spot.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh man, how did he do that over Tua?
So let's talk about Tua. Tua actually put up 469 passing yards with 6 passing TDs, 2 interceptions, and again, it get depending upon your league scoring.
Yeah,
so
okay.
You got things like that, but yeah, man. But Tua did his thing in the air, man. Waddle and Hill, bro, like
studs, bro. You can't guard them.
Yeah, man. And I'm excited for this next matchup because he has the Bills.
I think they need to figure out how to just let that start happening early in the game. Just play air raid, bro. Just let them air it out. You got those guys. You don't have to play no strategic, slow the pace or fine balance, bro. Just let them throw the ball all over the field. That's what man, fuck it. He did it at Alabama when he had them weapons.
Bro, Tua's paying dividends for sure, bro. Like, probably a guy that was going like 5th round.
Nah, it was going later than that in redraft, but super flex he is going around that, and he's taking off.
All right, let's talk about the number 3 performance we got to see last night. Jalen Hurts, 32 fantasy points, 333 passing yards, 1 passing TD, and then he also had a nice TD run on the ground and
2 of them.
He had 2. He had 2 on the ground.
Yeah.
Oh, he did have 2. Excuse me. Yeah. So he balled out, man, against the Minnesota Vikings.
The only reason I know is because on the first touchdown of the game, he ran it in. He hit the gritty. And hitting the gritty, went like this. It's like fuck that dance. I said,
I didn't pick that,
bro. They literally did a shot straight to Justin Jefferson after he did the gritty dance. Jefferson on the bench looking stupid, like he looks stupid. You see his teeth, diamonds and shit.
Damn. It was over.
Yeah, bro. After the dance, like once it was done, you go, fuck that dance, and then ran off. That shit hard.
I gotta go back and watch.
And then went off and whooped their ass.
That's fire. Hey, I know I was a little bit shaky on Jalen Hurts coming into the season, man, but he's doing his thing, man.
Putting in the work, bro. He's just getting better. He keeps improving. That's all.
You actually see the progression in his game. You know what I'm saying?
And they actually helping him out by going to go get him AJ and stuff like little things like that matter. I know Kenneth Gainwell might not be being super involved if you look at his fantasy numbers, but the fact that he's out there, it throws off a defense when you got a guy that's such a good pass catcher out there on the field. Like you have to be prepared for all of that.
Yeah, and for it to be a Devonta Smith week and a Quez Watkins week, and last week was AJ Brown week. Granted, might be some coaching involved in that with defense taking AJ away. It just goes to show they're going to put it together and just get them all going together at some point. So.
Yeah, I think when you have these teams that are going to play zone, it's going to be a Devonta and Quez week because Quez take the top off.
Right.
So you got to watch him. And then Devonta, he runs better routes than AJ.
And he's so smart. He knows when to settle down.
Yeah, but when you're going to try to play man, AJ's always going to dominate man. Can't do nothing with that.
Damn, I wish I would have got the Eagles in Madden. All right, man, let's keep pushing. Josh Allen, number 4 performance, 29.7 fantasy points, 317 passing yards, 4 passing TDs. I think they all went to Stephon Diggs.
He had 3 of them.
Okay, it felt like all of them went to Diggs.
Yeah, shit's nuts, bro.
Josh Allen's elite, man, so we won't spend no time there. And then number 5 performance, Carson Wentz, 26.8 fantasy points.
Bro, he looked bad for a lot of that game.
He did. 337 passing yards, 3 passing TDs.
A lot of that shit came late on some comeback shit.
Yeah. Shout out to Jared Goff, though. He had the number 6 spot, man. He's balling right now. So.
He makes that offense look good, bro.
He do. All right, jumping to the running backs, man. Nick Chubb, 32 fantasy points, bro. So he did his thing, man. He actually had 87 rushing yards. Did his thing, bro. 3 rushing TDs, man.
The best red zone back in Cleveland.
Week 2.
Nah, they're both studs,
yeah,
bro.
They are. Yeah. All right, man. Let's talk about Aaron Jones. So I know people are a little bit shaky and nervous watching the week 1 performance, but he bounced back week 2. 32 fantasy points, bro. 132 rushing yards. Did his thing and a rushing TD. And he also had a reception.
I'm going to be shaky on it because I think they're going to keep bouncing back weeks, bro. It kind of doesn't make me excited. I think when they have the games where they have to have more natural game script, I think it's going to be A.J. Dillon. They're going to be focused on running the ball. Aaron Jones was involved so heavy like in the past game this week because they could just move the ball so easy. I don't know, man. I just think it might be. I don't think we'll have a bunch of games where it'll be both of their games. It'll be a Dillon game and a Jones game. That kind of scares me for what you pay for Aaron Jones. I don't mind having that shit with Dillon. Went 5th, 6th round in redraft. But AJ, you had to spend capital on him, so we'll see.
All right, let's talk about Tony Pollard, man. Number 3 performance. I actually benched him this week, man, but he had 19 fantasy points, 43 rushing yards, 55 receiving yards. He actually had a nice run into the end zone.
Yeah, they I don't know, I kind of feel like they schemed Zeke out of the important plays that needed to be made. Like I thought there was when Pollard got that rushing touchdown, he didn't get in the first time. I thought they were for sure gonna bring Zeke in. No, they kept Pollard in. So I don't know if it's a transition thing, but yeah, Pollard's getting more big time play than what I thought that he would be getting.
Yeah, but he's the more, explosive back. So it makes sense, man, especially if you're down, if you don't have Dak in there. So, all right, let's keep it pushing. Number 4 performance, Thursday night, Austin Eckler, 18 fantasy points. Did most of that in the fourth quarter. To your point, Dot, when we talked, he had 39 rushing yards, 55 receiving yards, but he had 9 catches.
He caught 3 of those passes and about 30 of them yards on the last drive when the Chiefs were playing prevent defense. That takes, if you take away 5-6 of those points, bro. I mean, but that's what he does, so you can't really knock him. But you take away 6 of those points, bro, he's at 12 points.
All right, number 5 performance, Christian McCaffrey, 16 fantasy points, 102 rushing yards, man, on 15 attempts. Caught 4 passes for 26 yards.
Just admit it was a down week for running backs.
It was, yeah.
The number 5 guy had 16 points.
All right, man. We got to end with the wide receiver, so let's jump over to the tight end room. Mark Andrews, number 1 performance, 25 fantasy points, 9 catches, 104 yards, and a TD, man.
Doing Mark Andrews things.
Yeah, man. It's good to see him do that. Darren Waller was the number 2 performance. Good to see him, get going. So 17 fantasy points, 6 catches on 50 yards. And
got in the end zone.
Yeah, got in the end zone. Love to see that. Zach Ertz, man, this is a solid, late tight end piece if you drafted him late. 15 fantasy points. Hey, he had 11 targets.
He's
bro.
always going to
75 yards.
He had 100 targets in the minimum action that he did last year with him, so he's going to get targeted, especially until Hopkins come back.
Yeah. All right, number 4 performance, Irv Smith, 14 fantasy points, 5 catches, 36 yards, and a touchdown.
Take the guys with the upside of a touchdown because you can't expect volume from everybody.
Hey, them Eagles was out there hitting last night, man.
Yeah, bro.
Sheesh. All right, man. Number 5 performance, Mike Gesicki, 14 fantasy points, 4 catches, a touchdown, 41 yards, and the ugliest gritty I've ever seen.
That shit was terrible.
I think that
he said that shit was terrible.
I think they should air it out and quit using him as a blocker. I think he's a hell of a receiving tight end. And if you put him out there in the mix with all that other stuff going on, I think the offense will look even better, bro.
Yeah. I still can't get off that.
The gritty was ugly.
Hey, I was on Twitter, man. Someone was like, this man hitting the skedaddle. That shit was funny. But yeah, check out Mike Gesicki's gritty. And he might need to hit up Adam Thielen. Let the
Thielen's didn't look that bad, bro.
No. What I'm saying is, but Thielen, we saw his progression of his gritty throughout the season from week 1 to end of the season. Like, his
little slight gritty hit the other day. I watched a little video. It looked kind of cool, bro.
Thielen got it. He got it. So, all right, let's jump to the wide receivers, man. Top performer, Stephon Diggs, bro. 44 fantasy points, 12 catches, 148 yards, 3 touchdowns.
He's him.
He's him. Did y'all see his celebration?
Yeah, bro, hit the Michael Jackson joint.
Nah, the
I don't know. Well, which one are you
talking
about?
The Genuine been going viral.
Yeah,
with his performances. So Stephon did a genuine tribute. Even did the little quagmire. Yeah, man, shit was funny, man. Shout out to Diggs. All right, man, 2 and 3. We're gonna go to Miami. Tyreek Hill, 42 fantasy points, 11 catches, 190 yards, 2 TDs, and then Jalen Waddle, 40 points, 171 yards on 11 catches and 2 TDs, bro.
Let them throw it from the start of the game, bro. I don't care if it's 0-0. Just throw the ball, bro. That's what you invested in those players for.
And redraft, that's why I went with Waddle, because I figured, hey, let me get the value a little bit later. It's panning out, man. But they both fire, man. You can't miss either way. Number 4, man, my guy, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Detroit Lions, 39.4 fantasy points, 9 catches, 116 yards, 2 TDs, man.
He's that guy, bro.
We talked about it, man. Let the people know what you said earlier, man. What you told me earlier.
My nigga, he was doing a humble brag by using me. I said, bro, I should have listened to you a little bit more.
Nah, I wasn't even talking about that part.
But
since you threw it in, just in general.
No. What I said was I should have invested in Amon-Ra St. Brown a little bit more because he's involved in that offense, and it was kind of like in our face. Like, we questioned it, but it's like that. Yeah, they added DJ Chark, but what does that really mean to offense? Yeah, they drafted Jameson. They drafted him because they're a younger team and they're projecting him playing later. So like with them not bringing in no real competition, we should have been able to see this happening going into the season. So yeah, bro, shout out to you. You was like one of those people like rooting and speaking into existence, and I should have listened to my brother.
Well, even outside of that too, we also talked about this is what makes it fun, because like sometimes we miss these moments, and then also it's like, man, like you plant your flag and you just stay on that side of the fence for whatever reason, but this is what makes it fun. And then also with Jameson, I do think DJ Shark show is going to be over with when he comes back. So I think Amon-Ra is going to be fine. Of course, Amon doesn't have that breakaway speed, but it's all good. He runs solid routes. He's solid in the red zone. He hangs onto the ball. So that's all you can ask for a guy in the slot playing over the middle. And then Cooper Kupp, man, number 5 performance, 30 fantasy points. That's crazy, bro. The number 5 performer, 30 fantasy points, 11 catches, 108 yards, 2 TDs, 14 targets, man, against those Falcons. And he's a baller, man. And just one shout out Garrett Wilson, cracking number 6. And then Christian Kirk, man, he's doing his thing.
Moral of the story, get these receivers in your lineup.
Yeah, man. Like, yeah, that's what it is. All right, bros. I know that was long-winded, but DJ Avo, before we get into the main topic,
what's good?
Where can we follow you at?
Hey, man, follow me at Avo Love. And just so y'all know, man, Avo Radio episode 1 has been recorded. It's ready to go. It's going to drop on my birthday. Hey, yo, Dot, what can we follow you at, bro?
Hey, follow me at Dynasty Bro Style on Instagram and Twitter, and follow the main Instagram page, Dynasty Bros FF. And hey, what's it called again?
Avo Radio.
Avo Radio episode 1 has already been recorded, and it's gonna drop on his birthday, and we're gonna do a Friendsgiving and release that motherfucking episode on his birthday. You know what I'm saying?
Let's go.
Vic, where can we follow you at?
Guys, follow me at Chief Sosa FF, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch. Be sure to subscribe to the podcast where you're listening, Dynasty Bros FF. Bruh, we've never been 42 minutes to an episode and just now dropping where we can follow, but it's all good.
Hey, man, that shit don't my name, but if you don't, follow us.
Yeah. All right, Dot. Let people know what we're talking about. Go ahead.
It says it right here, though.
For the people who ain't watching.
It say it right there?
Yeah.
What it say, though?
We the bro. See, don't say that. Nah, man, follow us, though. But look, this is what we're going to do. We're going to get into the main segment, man. This is the Madden versus Redraft episode. We do this every year. And what we do is we go to positions and talk about the guys that Madden have ranked compared to where these guys are in fantasy football. Try to see if we agree with, does the Madden side link up with the fantasy side? So that's what we come here to do, man. It's fun. And then we check in with Vic, who said he has 83 hands.
That's the best part, man.
What?
Seeing who Vic think he lined up.
Yeah.
These 83
Vic
hands.
said he got 83 hands, so we always go cast and see who hands he think he's better than at 82 and got the same hands with 83. So we're going to do that. So we're going to let you lead the way, Vic.
All right, let's jump into it. First off, man, the game is out. I know I talked to you. I was like, man, I'm either going to get the Titans, the Colts, or the Eagles. I wanted to switch it up. And then my guy was like, man, why don't you look at the 49ers? I was like, nah, man, I'm just going to rock out with the Titans. Long story short, I ended up rocking with the Niners, man. So that's what I'm rocking with. I'm 3-1 right now. Hopefully I continue to do some damage. Hopefully Trey Lance stay healthy for me.
Good defense.
I still got Jimmy G.
Good weapons.
Yeah, Debo.
What you be doing with Debo?
Bro, Debo, he's the kick returner. So I at least run a kickback at least one kick every 3 games, at least. You know what I mean? Like, that's official. And he pulls away. Ayuk is nice. And I got some Danny Gray out there doing work. And Kittle, you can't do nothing with Kittle, bro.
Bad.
True weapon. And Joey Bosa's No, excuse me, Nick Bosa. Nick
See, the
Bosa.
game's not too realistic.
What you mean?
Man, Kittle ain't never out there, bro.
Ah,
Yeah, bro, we still beefing.
man.
We still beefing.
Yeah, man. All right, bros.
Damn.
All right, let's dive into we're only gonna look at like the top 5 who Madden had coming out as far as like top 5 at each position, just see if we agree or not. So number 1 QB at the launch ratings, Tom Brady, 97 overall. Coming out, I wouldn't have had him there. And I'm trying to put all the biases aside now that we're in season. But talking about a guy that's getting ready to retire, should you really give him a 97 and make him the number 1 ranked QB in redraft?
He was, I mean, technically off just straight passing shit, I think he was the best quarterback last year. Like with yardage and touchdowns and stuff last year. Just coming off the season.
Yeah.
It was in real life, and you gotta think about him, where you want to put his accuracy and his throwing arm, all that stuff. It's pretty legit.
Right.
It's the shit around him though this year makes it look like it's a struggle.
And the struggle is real.
I know.
Yeah, man. So we'll see. Hopefully he bounces back once he gets Godwin and Evans comes back. And yeah, so let's keep it pushing. Number 2, Aaron Rodgers, man, 96 overall. So Aaron Rodgers at release was the number 2 QB in the game.
He deserved that too. That's MVP back to back. We know he's good. It's just like it's the same situation. His weapons around him are shitty. So he should be a little bit better, man. Hopefully.
I just read your text.
Yeah, bro. My bad. I just now seen that.
Sheesh.
That's on me, bro.
That's all good.
Oh me, oh my.
Oh, I feel the air now.
There we go. My bad, bro.
So there's no weirdness setting on there.
Oh man, for Aaron.
I feel like that should bring down your overall rating. I had assumed Tom Brady was so high because of his awareness.
Yeah, very much.
So I figured the weirdness setting should drop Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah,
very much.
All right, number 3, Pat Mahomes. So he's a 95 overall. Pat is Pat. So not mad at that.
I think
Pat, how about this? I'll phrase it in. I don't care what order you have it in. Pat is one of the top 5 fantasy quarterbacks. So yeah, he deserves to be in the top 5 in Madden.
And then Josh Allen is number 4 at 92 overall.
Top 5 fantasy quarterback.
Yeah, so I like that. And then Joe Burrow was the number 5 QB, 90 overall. So
okay, tell me your top 5 fantasy quarterbacks in redraft.
Coming into this year, I had Josh Allen, I had Kyler, I had Herbert, I had Burrow, and also Pat.
I had Pat, I had Justin, I had Josh, I had Lamar.
Yeah.
And then I think I had Kyler. I didn't have Burrow.
Yeah. So the only difference is I wouldn't have Tom and Aaron, but we're aligned with Pat, Josh. You didn't have Burrow. Bro, they got Justin Herbert as the number 7 QB, 88 overall, and then Lamar's right behind him. So
yeah, but in fantasy, running quarterbacks get a bump. So that's why I had Lamar in mind. That's why we have Kyler in there too. So top 5.
All right, let's jump to the running back room, man. Number 1 running back on the game, Derrick Henry, 97 overall. I know that O-line does not look great right now, but at launch, they gave him a 99 stiff arm, man. And you think Derrick Henry's going to turn it around in fantasy?
Well, he deserved a stiff arm rating.
Yeah, he does.
That's for sure.
I don't know if we're going to see another big Derrick Henry season going forward because I think that offense is a shell of itself. The offensive line is a shell of itself. They don't even have the outside weapons to make you have to worry about anything but the running game.
That's true, bro.
Damn.
That's a great point. And on top of that, we're seeing the Ryan Tannehill regression.
Mm-hmm.
And then Taylor Lewin gets hurt almost every game. He's like literally like their best lineman, but he gets hurt a lot. So this offense starting to collapse, man. Like I'm almost ready to see Malik just to open things up a little bit.
They should. I think if they didn't have Derrick Henry, they would probably just already be going into rebuild mode. But I think you want to do right by your superstar.
Yeah. All right, man. Number 2 running back on the game, Christian McCaffrey at release, so 96. We already know what Christian does. He's a stud, man.
Bro.
So yeah.
Hell yeah.
All right, number 3 running back, Nick Chubb, 96 overall. He's a stud as well.
Facts.
And then Jonathan Taylor. Now, this is surprising to me. Number 4 running back. Again, coming off a guy who made the top 100, made the top 5, but he's the number 4 running back in Madden.
Fantasy running back last year, and he was the number 1 running back in general in real life. Led the league in yards and shit too, right?
Yeah.
I think so.
And he's a 93 speed in Madden. So solid, man. And then Dalvin Cook is number 5 at 94 overall. So I'm a little, as far as redraft,
My top 5 would have been Christian. It would have been Jonathan Taylor. And I like Dalvin. I would have threw Dalvin in there. I was actually one of those guys that was nervous about Derrick Henry, so I probably wouldn't have put him in there.
you would have had Eckler.
Eckler and Kamara.
Okay.
Just because of what they do with the passing game. So, yeah, bro, that would have been my 5. So hold on, let me make sure I said it right. Jonathan Taylor, Christian, Dalvin, Eckler, Kamara. Yeah, that would have been my 5.
Derrick Henry would have been in my top 5, but he would have been like number 5. And I would have had JT. I would have had Alvin Kamara. Who's another guy I would have had? So I wouldn't have had Chubb.
Yeah, you don't put Chubb in your fantasy lineups because Kareem Hunt gets so much involvement. Chubb is probably top 5 running backs in real life just off pure talent.
So I'm in on Barkley redraft. I would have got in on Barkley, and then I got to go.
Are you just saying that right now?
No, I'm serious.
He would have been in your top 5?
Redraft.
I know, like in your top 5. Like if all the receivers went first, you would have took him in a PPR league over Eckler?
I would have took JT. I would have took AK.
Because I know you took Saquon in the second, but
I know
all those backs were gone. That's why I'm asking. I'm just asking off the top, like right now, without being first week bias.
Okay, I'll pivot Eckler.
Because Saquon look good right now.
No, I'm trying to like really align it. So I would have had JT. I would have had AK. I think those were the first 2 backs I was going after.
Yeah.
I like Derrick Henry, so he's in my 5.
And I know you was afraid of Christian McCaffrey.
Right. So I pivoted. So yeah. Eckler. Yeah.
I'm starting to feel like Vic with these injuries,
bro. Vic getting better with it, so don't do that.
Yeah, man, I'm going against the grain this year, and I'm actually off to a nice start.
Yeah, my guy took some Saquon in the early second round. I was proud of.
I did. All right, let's jump to the wide receiver room. Actually, let's end with the wide receivers because that's just what we've been doing. So jump up to the tight end room. Travis Kelce, number 1 tight end, 98 overall.
Should be.
Yeah, so nothing to argue there. And then they got George Kittle, number 2, 97.
Should be.
Win on the field. But honestly, I'd have Mark Andrews as number 2, but he's actually number 3 right now. At least at launch.
In fantasy, I put Andrews over Kittle. Kittle's probably the number 1 tight end in real life. He blocks better than every other tight end out there.
And most athletic.
He's the most athletic, and he's the best blocking tight end. So he's probably the number 1 real life tight end.
Wish
just
I got
never on
the
field.
Blocking.
Yeah.
Shut up, Avo.
So just a recap from a Madden perspective: Travis Kelce, then George Kittle at 97 overall, and Mark Andrews 93, and then Darren Waller 91 overall with the Raiders.
Okay.
And then number 5, TJ Hockenson.
No, I would have just swap out Kyle Pitts for Hockenson, and that would have been my top 5 in real life and fantasy.
So Pitts is 87 overall.
Okay.
Right under Hockenson, who's 89. So
got you.
All right, let's jump over to the wide receiver room. Number 1 wide receiver in Madden, Devontae Adams. He's a 99 overall.
He's in my top 5.
Facts.
Yeah. And then Cooper Kupp, number
in
2.
My top 5.
Yep.
Facts.
Tyreek Hill, man, 97 overall, number 3.
I like it.
He wasn't in my top 5. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, he wasn't in my top 5 either.
I can tell you my top 5.
Go ahead.
Top 5.
I will. Well, you can finish off the top 5. My bad.
All right, DeAndre Hopkins, number 4.
Wasn't in my top
96
5.
overall, mine either, but Stephon Diggs, 95.
He's in my top 5. I think I told you sometimes I liked him better than Jamar Chase going into it and redraft.
Yeah, you did say that.
Just because of PPR upside,
right?
He don't got no Higgins,
like no real targets.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, like I like Gabe. We like Gabe. At the end of the day, they're going to force the ball to Stephon.
Yeah.
Whereas Burrow got Boyd, Higgins, and Chase, and Mixon and Hurst.
But that's the 5. Adams, well, Cooper Kupp would have been 1. Justin Jefferson would have been 2. Justin Jefferson ain't on there. Justin Jefferson would have been 2. Stephon Diggs, Chase. Hold on. That's because Adams would have been 5.
Yeah.
Kupp, Jefferson, Diggs, Chase, Adams.
Yeah.
That would have been
I had
5.
the same. And just so you guys know, Justin Jefferson is the number 6 wide receiver at 93. So and then shout out to Terry. Number 10.
Man, Terry getting overshadowed by the other 2 receivers this year right now.
Yeah.
Let's move on.
All right, man. Now let's get into these 83 hands, man, real quick, man. You know we got to check the temperature.
We gotta see what's up, man.
83 hands, man. So let's see where we at.
Okay, the last of the 82. So these the high 82s. You got Anthony Miller. I did not know he was still in the league. He's an 82. Ashton Doolin and Chris Olave.
82s.
I'm not gonna argue with Anthony Miller or Ashton Doolin. I haven't seen enough of them playing to know the 82. But Chris Olave, first round pick from the Saints, bro.
Olave.
You have better hands than Chris Olave.
Hey, man. I don't write the rules, man.
Hey, stand on it. Stand on it.
And now we can roll into the bottom of the 83, guys. And I'm gonna just bring up some of the, the names that are interesting to me. Treylon Burks, first round rookie
who missed a lot of camp in the summer.
Okay, his asthma fucked up. I would say Sammy Watkins, but he don't play enough for me to know what his shit really be like. Okay, let's go. Let's find some good names.
Paris Campbell graduated to the 83 Hands Club, so I'd like to welcome Paris Campbell to the 83 Hands Club.
Nah,
he's been 82 for a while.
Bum. The way he looking, his shit did not get better. Let's talk about this right here.
Oh, that's my guy.
Rashad Bateman has 83 hands.
Mr.
Bro.
Bateman.
Like, come on, man.
Mr. Bateman, your seat's over here. Welcome to the 83 Hands Club, Mr. Bateman.
Oh my gosh, bro. Let's see if we can find one more. Mark Rogers.
Mr. McKenzie, Isaiah McKenzie.
We seen that nigga drop, gave over an interception, man. Look at this right here. They was on Greg Dortch before us.
I guess.
Man,
they gave him better hands than Chris Olave. They gave him better hands than Chris Olave. Damn, I guess he was a thing. We should have been paying attention to Madden rankings because he's been showing out the first few weeks. But yeah, bro. So it's not really a lot of big names, but a couple names I name are important. You got better hands than Chris Olave, Treylon Burks, Isaiah McKenzie. So how do you feel, bro?
I feel good, man. It's another day to compete, another week to compete. Having 83 hands, it's not an easy task, man. But again, I like to welcome Paris Campbell to the 83 Hands Club. Rashad Bateman, you're balling, doing your thing. You may be on the horizon for 84, man.
I would like to think you don't have better hands. Look at this. 82, Drake London, the first receiver taken. Jerry Jeudy, stud, out of Alabama.
Yeah, we watched Jerry Jeudy drop a lot of passes, man. He drops passes.
Yeah, bro. I'm starting to think you need to be realistic, bro. Because here's the thing, bro. You probably had 83 hands, bro.
Garrett Wilson, 81.
You need to be reevaluated for sure.
I feel like you need to go. You need to go do one of those little damn evaluations with the Madden Raiders, bro. Because I feel like if you did have 83 hands back in college, that was 12 years ago. Avo? What's the number right now? If you had to guess.
75.
Let me scroll down to 20 real quick.
Mind you, we're on page 14 right now. We're jumping back to page 20.
Okay, here goes 78 and 76. Danny Gray. Nah, I'm going. I ain't gonna give you that. Here we go. This is the last page. So
the very last page, 73.
All right, I can see you right here with Tutu Atwell at 76. What you think, bro?
Special teams guy, I don't know, man. I don't know if I can buy that.
He's fast, though.
He is, though.
Yeah, bro. Velus Jones, he was a rookie taken this year.
Christian Watson.
Okay, yeah, we seen him drop. We seen him drop a 73-yard bomb first game. And you kind of look like him, like stature and everything. We'll give you Christian. Where he at?
77.
Okay, I'm pretty sure you're closer to a 77 now, bro.
Yep.
I think you're closer to 77 and 83.
Hey, shout out to T-Man. He just picked up David's Seals. He has a 77 hands, man. So,
oh my gosh, man, he ain't getting no run. But yeah, bro. So it's funny that we wasn't too far off as far as top 5. I think the quarterbacks were a little bit off just because they don't take into consideration how much running means for fantasy. For the most part, man, the wide receivers were probably just one off. Receivers just one. I mean, running backs just one off. Tight ends was one off. Just putting Pitts up there in that top 5. But that's fire though, bro.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So fun episode.
Love the Madden episode, bro. You just get to it.
It's one of the fun ones. I ain't gonna hold you.
Checking the temperature, man.
All right. Well then, let's move on. We can get to the closing. That's one of my favorite segments because we get to just holler at each other about, anything that's going on or what's, some struggles, some good things. Just shed light with the bros because we the bros. And that's what we're here for, man. So I just want to, I want to see if one of y'all want to go first. If y'all got anything to bring to the table that y'all want to talk about.
Yeah, if I can go, because mine's gonna be on it's a downer, but I need you guys to pick us up.
All right, bet.
If y'all go that route. But I'm gonna start with a positive. I did hang out with the fam this weekend. They came over. We had good food and enjoyed the game. It was good being around my fam, my parents, my sisters, my cousins, and my aunt. Just got back from Nigeria, so it's all good, man. And also got to volunteer later on in the day too.
That's hard.
And then the second piece I want to talk about, man, for the men out there that terrorize women and invoke violence on women and intimidation, you guys are suckers and clowns, man. And for me, man, my thoughts and prayers with the young lady who lost her life last Friday, dropping her kids off at daycare, man. It's just crazy, man. So yeah, man. I just want to say that, man. We gotta do better, man. We're supposed to protect our women and children, man. So
we definitely do, man. We definitely do.
Hey, Bo, you want to go?
I got you. So, man, it was a long weekend. Saturday, I got to go take pictures with my cousin. I had to talk to Dot because, I be hard-headed sometimes. So I had to get all dressed up and look nice. And basically, man, we just trying to take this DJing thing to the next level. So I'm definitely down with that. On Sunday, I got reminded we black in America still. Shout out to the white lady that looked out for me. I was in somebody's yard and she just let me know, you should not be over there. He don't like black folks. So shout out to her. But I got reminded of that. And because of that, I had to go ahead and take off Monday. I didn't really want to go to work that day. Hooked up my turntables and got back to work because I reminded myself, man, I got to keep following this dream. That's why I'm playing this track right now. I got to keep going for it. We got to keep pushing hard. I just encourage everybody, man, keep pushing hard, keep pushing forward, and just don't forget where you are in this world at times.
All right, and I'm going to leave on the bros are tailgating for the first time. Colts play the Chiefs this Sunday, so we're going to do that. And I want to say that because I just want to say, man, I love the people in my life, man. I love all my friends because my friends turn into family. I love all my blood, like the ones that's, been there since I was born. No AJ. I love being in love. I love my lady, man. I want to just say I love everybody in my life and everybody that show up when need to. Shout out to my bro Snell. He drove me and my girl went down to Anaheim this weekend, and my bro Snell and his wife came down. Bro, back-to-back days. That's an hour drive, just over an hour drive, just to come kicking and hang out, and that's love. And like I said, man, just people, man. I love y'all. Like when needed, y'all show up, and that's what I appreciate about y'all. And I just hope everybody in my life know I appreciate them. And I try to tell them in real time too, but also let y'all know that I care about everybody in my life too, because I want to make sure I spread it on the biggest levels and biggest stages as I can. So yeah, man, I appreciate everybody in my life. I love everybody that love on me, and I hope they feel like I give them the same kind of love back. So yeah, that's it, man. And love on your people too. Love on who love you, and protect your peace, and watch who you love. Everybody don't deserve your love. Real shit. So that's what I'm gonna leave out on.
that's fire, bro. We love you too, man. And I'm excited for this weekend, man. And if you're in the city, mess with us, man. And if you're in our league mates, we'll drop the lot location in the chats, man. But we got some fun, man. So looking forward to it.
Okay. Well then, we about to head out. We yeah, there we go. Avo already know we back to it. Dynasty Bros Fantasy Football Podcast, showing you how to dominate your league, Dynasty Bro Style. Avo, walk us out, bro.
Hey, man, catch us here next week. Catch us here the week after that, and the week after that. Hey, pull up on us, man. We're going to be kicking it, watching these Colts. Well, yeah, we're going to find a way to watch the Colts game from outside the stadium.
If Lil Mike bring the generator, I'm bringing the small TV.
Hey, man, just know we the bros. Dynasty Bros, that is. Catch us next week. We out.
You'll be passing the wealth, listening to them other lanes.